All right, you guys. Just got out the gym. Smashed lower today. Legs, whatever you want to call it. Quads, calves, hamstrings. I don't promote this, bro. If you're not 21 or over, do not buy this shit. Don't take this shit. You don't need it. Anyways, what I want to talk about today is grounding yourself, being stable. The world is chaotic. Life is chaos. And if you're not grounded, if you're not stable, if you're not a rock as a man, the world is going to break you. And you're going to fall victim to the chaos of the world. What does this mean? Well, I'm about to give you guys a real world example of my life. So, I'd say about a month ago, my girlfriend at the time broke up with me, right? Without telling me a thing. She basically ghosted me, and I just let it be that, right? I let her ghost me. I didn't chase after her. Why did she do that, right? Why would your girlfriend ghost you? Naturally, I fell into a cycle of asking myself those questions. Why would she ghost me when everything was going well? Our relationship was just starting, right? Had to clear up some space on my phone real quick. But anyways, our relationship was just starting. Everything was good, smooth sailing. We were both happy. We never fought. I never yelled at her, never put my hands on her, never cheated on her. Why would she ghost me, right? Exactly. Like, ask yourself that question. Ask yourself. Like, I asked myself that question, and I thought to myself, I came to the conclusion, there's no logical answer to that. Like, it had to have been something emotional going on with her. But not only that, she made the conscious choice to not verbalize that and share it with me, to not communicate it, and to expect me to read her mind, right? Chaos was going on in her mind. And instead of verbalizing that with me, she decided to ghost me. Now me, how did I react? I didn't at all. I let her be. I decided, okay, something's going on with her internally, right? I'll give her some space, give her some time, let her figure this out, and she can come back to me when she's ready. She never came back, never reached out to me again. A couple weeks later, she blocked me on socials, which is funny because we didn't even follow each other on social media. So she went out of her way to, one, either lurk on my page, which she probably was doing, but two, look up my name, my accounts, and block me. It makes no sense, right? It literally makes no sense. Now, of course, this hurt a little bit. It hurt me. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this chick? Like, what's going on with her? Why is she acting like I did something wrong, right? So I had to look inside myself and I had to go, well, did you do something wrong? You didn't. You showed up how you're supposed to. You were leading her as a man. You were providing for her. You were being there for her. Being stable. Leading the relationship. Being her rock. You know, someone she could lean on. Elevating her. That's your job as a man, to elevate woman you're with. To elevate them, to lead them, to provide for them. Ultimately, make them a better person just by being around you. But that's besides the point. The point is, my ape brain, my first instinct was to go, what's wrong? What did I do wrong? What could I have done? Should I have reached out? I started overthinking, right? Then I had to ground myself, remind myself that it had nothing to do with me, because I did everything right and I played my role. The chaos was within her mind and she projected that onto me. And like I said, my A brain, a normal reaction is to blame yourself, to start overthinking, to start asking yourself questions. I did do that, but had I done that and continued to do that, I would have fell into a cycle, right? I would have blamed myself. I would have said, wow, maybe I should have reached out. Maybe I should have called her, texted her, chased her, showed up at her job, right? Why would I do any of that when I didn't do anything for her to ghost me? I didn't even know why she ghosted me. I still don't know why. And I don't care to know why, because it had nothing to do with me. You understand what I'm trying to say here? She couldn't control the chaos going on in her own head. And instead of grounding herself, speaking to me, coming to me how she should have, communicating with me what's going on. Shit, it's starting to rain, you guys. But anyways, I'm gonna continue making this video. I'm just gonna close my door. But anyways, instead of coming to me, instead of grounding herself and communicating what was going on in her head, what was troubling her, whether she felt insecure, whether she wanted to spend more time together, whether she wanted me to show her more attention, text her more often, call her more often, to come and see her or something, she decided to ghost me. She tried to push that onto me. Maybe it was unconsciously, but that's what she did. That's why I started going, wow, what happened? What did I do wrong? What's wrong here? But it had nothing to do with me, right? I had to remember that. There was something going on with her that she couldn't verbalize. Now, some people might think, oh, you didn't care. Why didn't you call her? Why didn't you blow up her phone? Why didn't you chase after her? Why didn't you show up at her job, at her house? Why didn't you try to figure out what was wrong? And it's not that I didn't love her or care for her. I want the best for her. I still wish her the best from afar, wherever she is, whatever she has going on. I don't wish anything bad for her, because I don't need her to reciprocate my love, right? My good intentions for her. I'm doing that from a place of selflessness. I'm doing it because I want to, right? Not because I need her to do it back to me. I don't wish anything bad for her. Sure, it hurt for a little bit, and it puzzled me, but after I grounded myself, I was able to feel better. I was able to go, okay, that happened. Sure, it hurt, but I can't let this shit break me. I've got a life to live. I've got shit to do. See, a lot of things in life we can't control. 90% of life is out of our control. The only thing we are always going to be in control of is ourselves. But if you let the world, if you let chaos, if you let whatever happens in the world, whatever happens to you, dictate your emotions and move you around, rattle you, you'll lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, you lose the only thing that you can control. That's why you have to stay grounded. You have to know you are the only thing you can control. So you have to stay in control of yourself. I could have let that break me down emotionally, right? I could have let that put me in a bad spot. Put me into a hole of depression, right? That's what happens to a lot of guys. Their girlfriend leaves them and they fall into a spiral of depression. They start blaming themselves. They feel sorry for themselves. But you can't feel sorry for yourself because it's not going to do anything for you. What did I do? I decided to go, okay, That hurt a little bit, but I'm going to take that hurt and I'm going to use it to go harder. I'm going to use it to go harder in the gym. I'm going to use it to make these videos, to go harder on what I want to do, the content I want to make. Harder to become the man that I'm working to be. I took that pain and I could have done two things with it. I could have let it destroy me or make me stronger, right? But I didn't die. Not to be corny, but we all know that saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And you know, sayings, a saying is a saying for a reason, because it holds truth. And when I made that decision to not let this, what she did, affect me, break me down, it did make me stronger. It made me more conscious about a lot of things. It made me see, okay, I'm well equipped to be in a relationship, right? I can love someone from a selfless place. And if they leave, I'll be fine. Here I am. I didn't die, right? I could have let that hold me down. But what good would that have done for me? See, life is chaotic, man. Life is crazy. Sometimes you'll get fired from your job. Your boyfriend or your girlfriend will leave you. You'll lose someone close to you. Family members will die. They'll go to jail. A lot of shit can happen that can affect us emotionally and that we can't control. And it's human to be affected by these things. But as a man, you need to feel what you feel, allow yourself to feel that, process it, and then ground yourself. You cannot lose yourself as a man. If you lose yourself, you lose everything. And you'll literally become lost. The one thing you have as a man that you'll never lose is yourself.